Let's do this, chat.
Tori-san?
Oh, I didn't notice you there, Yagami-san.
Don't tell me you're using a phone camera to take pictures for your article.
Resolution on these things is plenty high nowadays. You have a problem?
Not really, no. Just didn't know sensationalist food columns were a thing.
I only report on things that interest me. That's my professional philosophy.
Well, is it gonna take a while? I'm here to talk.
Don't worry, I'll be done soon.
Alright.
All right, I'm done. Thanks for stopping by, Yagami-san.
Oh boy. Well, here we go, chat.
Kinda strange sharing a bowl of ramen with you. I thought the day would never come.
Can you not?
Relax, Yagami-san.
Are you still working for Kajihira?
I'm not sure I'd go that far. He just calls me in for favors every now and again. Helps to be on good terms with the guy. For my job, you know?
Uh-huh.
It'd be nice to be close with you, too, Yagami-san. I heard you were the one who discovered Shintani-sensei's corpse, after all.
I'm here to talk 89. If that's not what this is about, I'm not sticking around.
All right. But you'll owe me for this.
I do not like this guy. This is why I didn't want to talk to him.
Generally, drug development starts with the discovery of a compound that can treat a given disease. That compound becomes the candidate for a drug. They then test its effects on animals, after which the drug heads to...
I'd like to point something out. I'm not sure how it is in Japan. But you should not be able to smoke in a restaurant without... You should not be able to smoke in a restaurant. This is completely, I don't know. No, I'm just gonna
clinical trials. Which is a nicer way of saying human experimentation, by the way. As for the process, it can take years, sometimes even longer, to ensure a drug is truly safe for public consumption.
Yeah, it's tough, I get it.
Oh. It's not straight. Okay, so this might be a restaurant where
Alzheimer's drugs
okay,
have
never
only been
mind.
able to
Like I
slow
said,
the progress of the disease.
I need to shut my mouth sometime.
None can cure it completely. But Director Keto's 89 proved remarkably effective at doing just that when tested on mice. If it can work on humans as well, maybe we can finally kiss Alzheimer's goodbye. At least, that's what the paper they published a year ago claimed.
Interesting.
Yagami-san.
Hmm?
In this country, 1 in 4 people over the age of 80 is affected by dementia. That means for a couple in their 50s, there's a good chance that one of their parents has it. And the odds that one member of that couple will develop it themselves is 50-50. No matter how you look at it, dementia is an inescapable issue. If I ever experienced symptoms myself, I'd go to the doctor straight away. In some cases, they can slow the progress enough that you can even keep working. I guess my point is, dementia is not something to fear. It's a possibility to prepare for. Our biggest enemy is ignorance and apathy. Kinda reminds me of someone.
Yeah, if you say so.
Good. I'd like to give you a rundown of what exactly Alzheimer's is then. You interested?
You'd do it even if I said no, right?
Well, you're gonna, even if I say no, right?
You bet I would. Now let's begin.
Strap him, boys. We're gonna be sitting here
Out
a
of
while.
all the diseases that can cause dementia, Alzheimer's accounts for roughly 70% of cases. It's believed to be brought about by buildup of a protein called amyloid beta in the brain. When that happens, nerve cells start dying off and the brain begins to atrophy.
So to put this in layman's terms, waste buildup kind of shrinks the brain.
That's one way to put it, yes. But even that is just a theory at this point. There's still much to learn about Alzheimer's.
And when your brain shrinks,
Your memory is impaired. Let me explain. There are 3 processes involved in memory: encoding, storage, and retrieval. Alzheimer's impairs the first step, encoding. This makes it near impossible to remember new things. I'll give you an example that stuck with me. When doctors asked a dementia patient the date, they had no problem producing the correct answer. But when asked the year, the patient said 1952. Their mind was stuck decades in the past. You see, dementia not only inhibits new memories, but jumbles the ones you already have as well.
I think I get
I
it.
think I understand.
Yep.
Good.
So how exactly does 89 cure Alzheimer's?
According to their research, when they injected 89 into the test mice, it brought about a process known as autophagy.
Which is what?
It's a Greek word that means self-devouring. That's what your body starts to do to its own proteins. In other words, all the amyloid beta built up in the mice's brains began to instantly break down.
Instantly.
Yes, and once it was all gone, their Alzheimer's stopped progressing entirely. The most shocking thing is that even brain cells which had lost function were able to recover. As one researcher put it, it's as though the brain turns on a backup generator. If they can bring about similar effects in humans...
They'll have a cure for Alzheimer's.
That's right. There are millions of patients worldwide, and that number is growing steadily every day. If they actually complete this drug, it could truly change the world as we know it. It's nothing short of a dream drug for both buyers and sellers.
Well, I see. If that's true, it really would be a dream drug. But
If you ask me, it sounds too good to be true.
Excuse me?
I mean, the vice director of the ADDC suspected something fishy was going on with it. But when he started digging around, someone offed him to keep their secrets safe. Made it look like a brawl so nobody'd get suspicious.
What kind of secret are we talking?
Like the drug's effects being falsified.
No, there's no chance of that.
Huh? How do you know?
Since the announcement of 89, countless animal tests have proven successful. It's no fabrication. One test after another, they've proven its viability.
And you're sure?
Yes. I'm of the mind they should push forward faster, even if the paper was a little rough around the edges. After all, dementia drugs are being developed all around the world. It would be a shame if someone beat them to the punch, both for the ADDC and for Japan. Kido-san is far too cautious. This is no time to be testing on animals. They need to move to clinical trials and get this thing out.
By which you mean
Experimenting on humans.
human experimentation. Wait.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. Just... Are you absolutely sure there's nothing off about 89?
I guess there is an interesting detail I noticed. Kido-san is listed as the sole author of the 89 research. But in truth, he only put his name on the paper to lend it credibility. The key researcher was someone else entirely. A guy you know, too, man by the name of Shono.
So the one I want... It's Shono, huh? So you're saying
And we're back to
Shono's the
Shono.
creator of 89?
Seems so. The paper would never have gained such worldwide traction without Kido-san, though. They needed a leading expert to rubber stamp the research and make it seem more official. That kind of thing is pretty common, though. Not really a cause for concern.
Shono, what's your role in all of this?
Oh. New information has been added. Interesting. Interesting. Hmm. This is interesting. I don't know. Hmm. I don't know. So, my guess is why they're... I'm guessing Ayabe actually is pretty close to the truth himself, and that's why they want to get rid of him. Essentially blame all the killings on him.
Yo, welcome back.
Hey there, Yagami-san.
The gang's all here, huh?
How did things go with Hattori-san? Did you learn anything useful?
Yeah, I guess.
Review the case files. Okay, well, first I'm going to save. Yeah, that's my guess. Is that Ayabe got pretty close to the truth
Wait,
himself.
Are you saying there
and-
isn't actually anything up with 89?
That's what Hattori said, yeah.
This is the first time I'm hearing about Kido not really being involved, though. It's possible Shono's hiding the truth from even him.
Maybe. But first, one term in particular stuck with me from my chat with Hattori-san.
Which is?
Human experimentation.
Go on.
Apparently, 89 is just about ready to be tested on real human subjects.
Well, that's gross. Side effects include bloating, blindness, and death, right?
Knock it off.
Sorry. What's bothering you about that, Yagami-san?
Well, it's just... I've just been thinking... What if all these murders were secretly experimental trials for 89?
You're serious?
If Shono's the one behind all this...
What? You think this guy Shono went out, hired an assassin, and started killing people?
Guess it's a bit of a stretch, huh?
Even if these people were test cases, why would Shono have to murder them? This is a dementia drug, not some kind of chemical weapon.
No, but what if it really did have some kind of crazy side effects, though? Like, they didn't want to kill the people, but they ended up dying anyways.
It was perfectly fine when they tested it on mice, though. If it ended up killing someone, then... Wait a sec.
Yeah, wait a sec is right. We're on the same page here.
What if 89 was completely harmless to mice, but lethal when introduced into the human body?
If that was the case, they'd need to perform a ton of experiments to make sure it was fixed. Which is why they killed all those Kyorei guys.
If Shono needed to silence those Yakuza, he might have resorted to using the mole.
Back it up. If they're testing a drug, wouldn't they want to use it on an actual patient? I mean, it's not like those Cure guys all had Alzheimer's or anything.
That's true.
Actually, it says here that they test new drugs on healthy humans as well. They're the control group to make sure the drug is safe.
Yeah, eventually. It wouldn't make any damn sense for him to start on anyone but real patients, though.
But
Just give it a rest. Try taking this seriously for once.
We are taking this seriously.
Says the dumbass kid who keeps spouting tinfoil hat shit about goddamn human experiments.
The only dumbass here is the guy who can't consider all the possible options.
Oh, is that right? Next you're gonna tell me they experimented on old man Waku too. Fucking idiots.
They did.
What?
That incident 3 years ago at the ADDC. The guy who died, Wakasan. Didn't he have Alzheimer's?
Hey, I think you're onto something.
Huh?
think about it, Kaito-san. Waku-san was an Alzheimer's patient at the center. We know for a fact that Okubo didn't kill him, but they never tracked the real murderer down.
What if the motivation for that murder was a human experiment for 89?
Alright, cool your fucking jets. That happened 3 years ago. AD9 didn't even exist back then.
No.
True, it was only announced last year. But all the research that went into that paper would have reached way further back.
Huh? Wait, are we really onto something?
It's hard to say for sure, but it's worth looking into at the very least.
Oh my god. Oh, what if? What if? Shono or the guy. What if? Let me think. What's his name? The guy who murdered his girlfriend. Okay. Shinpei Okubo. What if Okubo was given the drug when he was with his girlfriend, or when he was at home with his girlfriend, and that made him go all crazy? That's what made him go crazy. What if it was the drug that was given to him that made him go crazy and caused him to kill his girlfriend and set the entire place on fire? This is all starting to make sense now. Waku. Okay, so they tested the drug on Waku. Turned out to essentially kill him or make him go crazy. The side effects were already starting to kick in because Waku was basically convinced that Okubo was out to kill him or hurt him. He got calmed down, started to go crazy, was killed because the side effects were not what they were desired. Tried to frame it on Okubo, didn't work out, so he had the mole guy or whatever, or somebody, drug him with the 89 to go crazy and kill his girlfriend, burn down the house, and essentially literally get the blame right there be put on him. And the drug was getting tested over the years, and finally we're back to here, the drug getting tested on the Yakuza guys. Them seeing the side effects, making down their notes, then killing them off, making it look like a murder and not connected to the 89 period. so that way they can keep their research on experimental humans a secret, and continuing with further development. I think we're figuring this out yet. Oh my god. But and all the evidence, I believe, would essentially start turning into their. But why would they why would they take out the eyes? Is the question. There's definitely a side effect that happens that causes something with the eyes that happens. Something happens with the eyes that would lead this, lead 89, lead this, trail to 89. Let's see how this turns out. Keep organizing the information. Oh, we are definitely getting somewhere, chat. We are definitely getting somewhere.
If 89's really what killed Wakasan 3 years ago, the ADDC's finished. Shit would be the scandal of the century.
I have a few more thoughts about this whole human experimentation theory. Mind if we continue?
Let me talk to,
Actually,
I want to talk to Kaito real quick.
You know, I'm starting to see things a little clearer now.
Okay, now let's.
I have a few. Mind if we can.
sure. Let's do it.
This will be nuts if all this was true. If all this
Okay,
turned out to be
so,
true.
Let's say Shono did experiment on Wakusan. Why would he do that? They normally do a lot more to ensure a drug is safe before it enters clinical trials. What was his motive for testing it then?
Let me think. Why would Shono have broken protocol and experiment on Waku? Probably so he can get the full credit for developing a drug that would cure Alzheimer's.
Maybe he wanted to try his groundbreaking new drug on a real live human as soon as possible. If it worked, he'd have the cure. And he'd have it without dealing with all the red tape these things go through. It would have saved him years.
That's possible. I guess Shono was surrounded by dementia patients. One little test wouldn't be a big deal, and if it succeeded, his drug would save the world. If it meant curing Alzheimer's sooner, he might have been okay accepting the risk.
But instead of doing what it was meant to do, 89 had a horrible side effect. Death. The more I think about it, the more it feels like this is how it all went down.
It's starting to make sense.
But now, even though he knows the risks, he's still experimenting and using the mole to do it. I know this is all just a theory, but the pieces all seem to fit together.
Going down that path, Yagami-san, that means Okubo really was innocent, yeah? But he murdered his girlfriend right after. I mean, that's why he's on death row.
Quit it, Sugiura. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
New info has been added to the case file. Holy crap, chat. We are definitely making headway on this case. But before we go any further, pinball. Play some pinball? Yes, please. We're here, so we might as well play some pinball, right, guys? We'll play a few games. Made with Unity. But like, well, yeah, just a few. And then we'll go back onto the main case. Promise. Promise. Here we go. Oh, that would have been so cool. Damn it. No! Rude. Yeah, there's no beating that one. Alright, and boom. Come on, get the I. Get the I. Yay! Now we just need the A and the G. Well, I guess I got a little lucky on that one. I got that one too hard. Boom. And boom. Boop. Alright, one more game. One more game, chat. I won't waste your time with this. Though I enjoy playing this game. I'm not gonna waste your time. No, no, no. Whether I do well or not in this one, chat, I will. This is the last. Oh, I only need just the A. Ooh. Do. Oh! Come on. Yes! Got it! Woo! Oh! We in, boys! Haha! Boom. I might have flipped that one a little too soon, but oh well. Boom. Now I just need to get the... Oh, bump from... Wait a minute. Damn. I want to get that bump for multiple... I want to get that multiple ball thing right there.